Hello. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday at 1. I usually go live Tuesday at 2, but it's Tuesday at 1 because this is what worked today. And I hope you guys are having a great week so far. I can't believe we're actually in November. We're in November, solidly in November, and Thanksgiving is like 2 weeks away. Anyway, my name is Megan, and I'm a holistic, integrative, plant based nutrition health coach and a personal trainer. And I love to help people clean up their eating, heal their lives, lower stress to come into more and more alignment with why you're here, with your worth and purpose. So if you're here and you come on to this live, say hi, comment. I love to talk. This will be a brief one. Hi, Christy. I love my people showing up. Hi, Christy. We're going to talk today about maybe what subconscious delay tactics are blocking what you're intending to call in. Just super basic, because I was feeling this a lot yesterday. And one of the people in my little coaching group brought something up, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to share a general thing on this too on YouTube. So we're going to talk about internal, subconscious, or conscious delay tactics, right? Towards getting towards what you want. I want to breathe first, though, because it is a full day for me. I have a feeling it's a full day for you guys, whether you're watching this now on Tuesday or whether you're watching the replay. So we're going to start with a little breath work, and we're going to breathe 5 times, heart to crown. And we're going to go heart to crown chakra because our heart, where our heart belongs. And it could be, does your heart belong with those thoughts that you have on repeat, which we'll talk about? It could be, does your heart belong with that lunch you're eating, right? It might not. Does your heart belong with this person? Does your heart belong with these things, right? So we're just going to breathe 5 times into our heart and out our crown, and just feel, sense, ground into, align with, connect with where our heart belongs. And that's going to be a feeling, right? Because it can't be something you think about. Your mind is at the behest of the heart, right? So we're just going to ground this live. Feet on the floor. If you're lying down, both of them are equal. Inhale, bright white light to your heart. Exhale up top. Protect where you know your heart belongs. Inhale to your heart. Exhale, let it go up the top. Love where your heart belongs. Know where your heart belongs. Third time, inhale to your heart, white light. Exhale out the top of your crown, where you feel your heart belongs. Good. 2 more. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, let it go out the top where you believe your heart belongs. Last one. Inhale, white light to your heart. Exhale, where you belong, knowing your heart belongs, right? Out the top. Good. That's a lot more grounded. I needed that. I hope that felt good. So just like a little mini coaching session. I could say this to you in a message if you were my client, and I'm sure Christy has heard it a lot of times. So you want to be, excuse me, in a habit or pattern or whatever, a new habit or pattern, right? Whether it's cleaner eating or making your bed or regularly exercising or addressing your knee issues, and yet you're not, right? And when you do, it lasts like 3 days and it doesn't stick because of like whatever we say, right? I don't have time, right? We're all guilty of saying that. I don't have time. I just don't have time. I don't have time. A lot of us are also guilty of saying, I just don't have money. I don't have the money. I don't have the funds, right? Those, if you have those as your repeated mantras, those are delay tactics. I don't have time is a delay tactic, and I don't have money is a delay tactic. And they manifest as true in your physical experience by dedicating a lot of focus and energy towards them as much as possible as you worry and repeat them over and over again. Hi, Canna. Yay. So I'll say that again. I don't have time and I don't have money, which we have all said, or the money. I don't have the money for this project, or I don't have the time to do this, to make my bed in the mornings, or whatever, right? Those repeated mantras are delay tactics that become true. They become manifested in your experience because you focus on them over and over again, very dedicatedly with your worry, and you repeat them as mantras, right? Constantly filling your schedule. I'm pointing at me. Constantly filling your schedule, being super busy, because busy is a choice. Having a full schedule is different than running busy, hectic, frenetic energy, right? Having a full schedule is having a full schedule. That just is. And I, for one, can work on balancing that better. Sometimes it's not in my control, but what I can control, right? And I tend to overfill things. Being super busy is very conducive to your delay tactic of I have no time, right? And setting a non-committed future date to start something and then shifting it to another future date and shifting it to another future date, right? That's a safety mechanism. When we put something on our list, like on our list of things that we intend to do, and I'm just going to keep using this making your bed example, because it could be eating, and it could be answering emails, and it could be regularly exercising, and it could be finally getting to physical therapy for your knee, and it could be, going to Tai Chi like was assigned by your shaman or whatever, right? But I'm just going to use making your bed. If you keep setting non-committed dates or times to start this, and then you keep shoving it or keep moving it to the next to-do list, that's a safety mechanism. It's security. Because again, it circles into I don't have time. And I don't have time is also a safety mechanism to delay things, right? Because there is time. Time is. Yes, is so true, super powerful, both negative and positive ways, depending on how we use it. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Kenna. It's when you do something like that, schedule something and then reschedule, or keep running mantras of I don't have the money and I don't have the time. It's your subconscious, usually, unless you're doing it consciously, but it's the ego side, the flight or fight, right? That used to keep us safe from tigers. Ooh, I have tomatoes on my sleeve. Look. Wow. It's the subconscious that used to keep you safe from tigers and stuff, but it's trying to practice. It's up to practice keeping you alive or keeping you safe from the unknown, right? It's all the unknown. The habit or pattern of making your bed every morning. Of course, I'm just using that as an example, but whatever it is, it's unknown, right? Who am I if I make my bed every morning? I don't know. I know who I am if I don't make my bed every morning. So that's more safe, right? That's where the ego goes and it keeps you there. So if you really intend on making something a habit or pattern for your life, right? Let's take making the bed, and you truly can't start now. It's okay. Like if you can't start now and leave this live and go make your bed, set a date, right? And truly declare and write it on your calendar. I will make my bed every day starting on or before December 14th or whatever day you put, right? I declare and commit to myself and to the habits that I'm calling in that on or before December 14th, I will start making my bed, right? And until that day that you set, practice shifting your internal resistance around the new pattern, because clearly there's internal resistance around the pattern, or you'd already be doing it, in my opinion, right? So practice feeling like it's something you already do, or practice feeling how good it feels to have the bed made. Declaring is really powerful. It is. And I'm somebody, full confession, I'm somebody, it feels good to keep things open and flowy and loosey goosey. I'm a Leo. I'm not even like a water sign flowy person, right? I know Christy's cusp Cancer Leo, so she's got some flow, and I know Kenna's Scorpio. They both have flow because they're both water, right? I am 3 fire signs. right? Leo and then rising Sag, moon Sag. I know I don't come off that way, but I am. But I like to, well, I guess one of my delay tactics has been, and you can say in the past or up until now or whatever language you want to use, um, setting flowing dates, which I think in a lot of cases is really important. And it's also really crucial to calling anything in to declare something, right? Because there are some things, how and when, there are some things we can't control, and ours is the why and the what. It does send a message energetically to the universe and God, angels, energetic magnetism, whatever you believe in. It does send a message if you're like, right? Or if you say, on or before December 14th, I'm going to start making my bed. I never thought as some of those statements as negative mantras and safety. Good, Christy. Thank you. This was because somebody said something yesterday and I was like, this is a safety. This is a security. And they become true, right? I know you believe all of this right with me. They come true with our focus and energy because we practice focusing and energy. So as you declare, I'm going to start making my bed, right? As we're using that on December 14th, then you practice feeling, how is it going to feel when I actually do make my bed, instead of holding the resistance of making your bed or beating yourself up for still not making your bed, right? Practice how good it feels. Practice how it will feel when you walk around having the money, eat cleaner, regularly exercise, make your bed, right? It doesn't matter what the topic is. Practice holding the feeling of knowing it's something you just do. Because for me, to be honest, with making my bed, it is something I just do. I've always done it. It helps me keep my sanity. I feel like when I walk in my room, I'm just giving the bed example, right? But when I walk in my room, any time of day, it's one place that will absolutely not make me crazy. It will just be set. It feels good to me. It feels good, right? It also feels good to be up. I'm not necessarily a natural morning person. I get up early in the morning because it feels good to me to be up and get stuff done that I want to and not be in a frantic, hectic state, right? So practice holding the feeling of knowing it's just something you do. It's something you just do. I just make my bed, right? Daily, and you don't have to think about it. It can also be like investing, like I invest in my shaman, I invest in my business course, I invest in my health as far as like physical therapy for my wrist and beautiful food that I actually really love to eat. There's no sacrifice in any of these things. I can run the mantra very easily. I don't have time and I don't have the money, because we can all run that for our own reasons. But they're up as a mantra because we're well practiced and it becomes our experience because we're trying to protect ourselves and be secure from the unknown. Is it known to me that all of the money I invest in my body and in my business is coming back to me? It is something that I believe. If I really believe it, then I'm going to say, when I push the button for anything, thank you for coming back to me, threefold, right? Click send whatever payment to physical therapy, for example, this morning. And then off it goes. Thank you, because it's that energetic exchange. Thank you for fixing my wrist. Here's what I give you in exchange for fixing my wrist, right? So practice feeling that it comes back to you threefold. What do I get threefold from making my bed? Serenity every time I walk in my room. Maybe my train of thought, if I'm like getting a huge like download from guidance or something and I make my bed, I'm not going to go in the room and lose my train of thought thinking, oh my God, I need to make my bed. I'm going to go in there and be able to keep that going because there's nothing in my way. I'm not resisting my unmade bed because it's something I do. I hope this makes sense. When the resistance comes up that helps you delay starting or creating whatever it is as a habit, and that hovering feeling, right? We all get that hovering feeling where like maybe like you will fold your laundry, you intend on doing that before bed, but like there's something you really need to do, whether it's answering an email or changing all of your cards online to virtual credit cards, which I had to do yesterday because there was a charge, right? These things come up. So instead of actually going online and taking care of that, or actually going and making you bed, you end up folding the laundry. That can, right? We all know those delay tactics as well. Those are very tangible. Like, wow, it took me only 7 minutes to fold my laundry. Why didn't I do that before? Well, I didn't do that before because now I'm resisting dealing with it's interesting. I feel like we are very intricate, very multi-layered people when it comes to this. And all of us have our own little quirks. I am the most quirky, but I want to call you out because my client called herself out and I can easily call myself out. Like, why does it take one of my friends, like, why does it take me 10 hours to practice two on the violin, right? Because of the hovering, because of the delay tactics, right? And then you do it and you're like, oh, thank God I made it through that, right? So when the resistance comes up, when that old resistance comes up to help you, or even helps you stop after you've done it for a few days and put you back into your safety habit, take a nanosecond, seriously, nanosecond, soften, breathe, call yourself out, be aware, soften, breathe, have some water, and start shifting your internal tone, which you can always control. Whether you're driving, whether you're at the grocery store, whether you're doing a live, you can shift your internal tone just by softening and breathing. And if you had water handy, sip, soften, shift your internal tone, right? Shift your internal vibration, energy, if that makes more sense, into being more open and feeling the feeling of both why you want this. Why do you want the physical therapy? Why do you want to make your bed? Why do you want to eat cleaner? Why do you want to regularly exercise? Why do you want to figure out why your weight is still a conundrum or your injury is a conundrum, right? And then playing with how it feels actually having this as something you just do. Like, how will it feel? How does it feel? Because, I mean, again, time, right? We learned from, I think it was Albert Einstein, but like time is a construct, right? And we can bend time. I think I talked about this a couple lives ago, but like when you have this now. How does it feel if you're always making your bed? How does it feel when you are balanced every day as something that you do because your bed is made, because you're eating cleanly, right? How does it feel? Why do you want it? I want it because I keep my sanity when I went and go in my bedroom. It feels so good. How does it make me feel? It makes me feel free to do anything and I don't think about it, right? That's would be my reasonings for the making the bed scenario. But and to have it as a natural habit and pattern in your everyday. That's all I want to say. This is what I want to say. First of all, you can do it. And second of all, when are you starting? Because when I was talking just now, something probably came in your mind that you want to do, whether it's starting to make your bed or shift your eating or come out of the like dark rabbit hole you've been sitting in emotionally. It doesn't feel good. It feels great because it's comfortable and familiar, but it feels awful. It's that awful, great, familiar, and the uncomfortable and the unfamiliar is why we're like, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have the money, right? That keeps us safe. We don't have to do it. It's a security to not have enough money to invest in your body or to invest in physical therapy or whatever, right? It's a delay tactic to say I don't have any time because then I don't have to do it. Right? So when are you going to start? Are you going to start today? If you're not going to start today, it's okay. Choose a date, write it in your calendar. I will start on or before December 14th, where every day I make that, right? Comment, message me, comment. I want to cheer you on. My clients know that I'm a big, huge cheerleader. So if you listen to this live, or if you are listening to this live and you message me, what you're going to start and or when you're going to start, even if you don't want to tell me what it is, when you're going to start, um, I'll help you be accountable for finally allowing it to be that time for you. It's true. Yay. Thank you. Yes. I'm a large cheerleader and I love cheerleading, period. It doesn't matter if you're my client or just somebody joining my live and you don't know me. So if you listened to this, comment or message me and you got this. That's all I wanted to say today is that I want you to check in with yourself, what your subconscious might be creating as very convenient, secure, safe delay tactics. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good day. Bye. Oh, bye.